life.
Dang it, I was trying to beat you. I broke first. Doggone it. It is good to be back.
It's good to be back. It's been months.
No, would not believe the amount of emails and messages we've gotten asking where in the world our videos are.
Where are the next videos? People pounding on my door. You know, how they find out where I live.
In-person visits. Gracious.
There's so much sugar in the bottom of this.
Should we have little spoons and stir?
It's gotta be strong. If you're gonna have tang, there's no point in having a watery mess. Alright, so establishing the challenge for this next week.
What's your challenge? Or what's your plan?
My challenge, well, we'll talk about mine in a second.
Okay.
The challenge is, take one of our weaknesses and do away with it for a week.
Oh yeah, that's you're talking about the whole point of the video.
The whole point of the video. Our plan here, we're going to be discussing some productivity and lackage of productivity. The challenge is that we're going to spend a whole week fighting one of our greater weaknesses.
And then we'll come back and report about how it went, what worked, what didn't, how it affected how we feel and what we do.
Yep.
Very good.
So, AC.
Anna.
What is your greatest...
I'm not even trying. I've never heard that laugh before.
Me neither. This was like pushed out of me.
Mm-hmm.
AC.
Anna.
Yeah.
What a look. This is usually what it devolves to, if we're being honest. Alright, here. Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. I am listening.
What is your greatest weakness?
Well, hang on. We didn't plan on the greatest.
Oh, okay, alright. A weakness. Something you cannot go a day by cannot go without you falling for this weakness. How do you say it? I don't even know.
Well, even though this is partially pre-planned, the answer would have been the same even if it had not been. Caffeine.
You would have chosen caffeine even though I wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Yes, exactly. Well, especially with the way you phrased it about something you can't go a day without. Caffeine, 100%. Actually, not even just caffeine, because caffeine always comes in a sugary drink, and often the sugary drink is the harder addiction to quit than the caffeine is.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sugar really is basically an addictive drug. As we drink
down tang, I was like staring at this blob of sugar in the bottom. Yes.
Oh, I swirled and I spilled. Hang on.
What's stupid?
Neat. But you know. Hang on. What are you doing?
Nothing?
You looked very guilty just a second when I looked over. What were you plotting?
Nothing.
Don't give me that nonsense.
It didn't even come to light.
Don't lie to me.
The idea that
Don't you dare lie to me. Okay.
I don't know what.
So anyways, that is what I would have said.
That is, okay.
Yeah, caffeine, I cannot go.
Say, I thought that's
I'm not sure when the last time was I went the whole day without that. Not really necessarily because I feel like I need it, but, it's not something I have to, go and get, but it's just something that is readily available at almost any time and any place, so there's never been...
So you will.
I just always do, because you always can. It's not like if somebody was on... To take this down a serious note, I guess, it's not like if somebody was on hard drugs, they have to go to their dealer and get money, and then go to their dealer and get it, It's not like that, where you have to, arrange it, you just get caffeine.
Just get it. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, did we ask... why you... Oh, yes, you kind of answered that on your own. Or did you?
What?
Why you feel like you need...
Oh,
why you always grab it. Why you always grab the caffeine. Even though you know you want to not, but you do, but you want it.
Well, it's for sure one of like those. Well, for one, when you're up at 5:30 in the morning and you're tired, you're like, oh well, caffeine will fix this. But you know it's an addiction when you already feel more perky after immediately after your first sip. And you're like, oh right, that's when you know it's just all in your head.
That's true.
Are we switched roles on who can talk and who can't right now? Because I'm going pretty good right
No,
now, and
it's me
you're
who
struggling.
can't
I'm the one with the speech of it. Thank you.
talk.
It's usually me who's like trying to get out words, and it's just switch. I've had lots of practice with my podcast. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
There's actually some parts of the podcast where you'll hear me just like struggle, and then the word comes out. I'm like, nope, we're cutting out all of that, so I just make it sound like I stutter less a little bit. Anyways, side note, sorry.
Sneaky. It's okay. We'll chop out my blubberings. My blubberings. Makes it sound like I've been crying. What was I talking about?
We were talking. We were talking about the caffeine thing and why. So they're early in the morning.
Oh.
You use it to wake up and stuff. Whether how much that works or not.
That's right.
Depends, and then also, it's for sure a stress thing or like a comfort thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I feel stressed at work or something has happened, like I'll feel a desire to go get some caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also just a relaxation thing. Like it tastes good and it's just good. And so it's fun just to sit there and chill with a nice cold glass of something.
Makes sense.
What is yours?
Movies. Watching things. Not just anything, Usually at the end of the day I'm like, I need to watch something. But do I though?
What makes you feel like you need? What part of it is the part that you feel like you need?
I think it's laziness. It's
okay.
An easy way to have fun.
Okay, so it's the low. I'm trying to think of how I'm trying to describe this. It's just a good way to relax and enjoy yourself, but
yeah.
So why do you feel like? So what makes that a bad thing then?
For me, that means I get caught up doing words.
Words are hard, trust
They
me.
are. I get caught up just watching movies all evening long when I know I could be like doing something productive. Even if I was like messing around doing something creative and still not being necessarily that more productive, I am technically being more productive than watching a movie in a way, depending on what my objective is.
So it's a productivity thing for you, and there's something else I was going to add to that. Hang on. So it's not so much that you do it each day, just that it ends up being the whole rest of your evening. It's just that.
Yeah.
So now, when it comes to habits and stuff, they say a good thing to do is to, when you feel the need for something, to like stop and take some time and notice how you're feeling. Like, if that makes sense.
Yes.
What you're feeling that makes you want the thing, which helps you kind of discover why you want the thing, and that helps you discover what you use it for. So like whether it's like comfort or to relax, and so they say like, and so the example is, let's say somebody wanted to drink less coffee, but they always went for coffee at work, or to get a soda from the break room or something. Do you actually want the sugary drink, or is it because in the break room there's talking and fun, and so you could go there and get water instead, but still have the talking and fun? Or if you want the sugary drink, you could replace it with a sugary drink that's, well, not a sugary drink, but like a sweet drink that's not like a Coke or something,
not sugary or
just a healthier drink that still tastes good.
Oh,
like you do like a smoothie or something, but a healthy smoothie,
Okay, all right.
And so, and then that helps you determine what and why and when, and then you can use that to hang on, words. It's like I'm trying to grab for the words in the air. Use that to replace what either makes you want it or when you want it and stuff like that. And so, even though you're not necessarily feeling the urge right now, or perhaps you might be, what do you what do you think you could do along those lines about the movies? As we determined, you like it to relax, so it's an easy way to relax and have fun.
Yes.
For you.
I want to say maybe like trying to read a book, like a good storybook instead. However, I should try this. However, I know it's hard because I enjoy the movie experience. Not just because it is harder to read a book in a way than watching a movie, but I enjoy the experience of watching a movie, like seeing live people acting it out with music and the good cinematography. Like, I just enjoy watching that.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm reading a book, I spend twice as much time reading the book because I stop and I was like, oh, what would this be like in a scene? You know, like if I were to make a movie of this, and then just sit there and imagine what I would do with it.
That almost sounds like more fun than a movie because you get to do whatever you want in your head.
That's true, but then then I'm driven mad because I don't have the. I mean, maybe I have the means, or if it's a book that that's not in public domain, then I'm like, but I want to see it. I want to see it right now. So then I get frustrated that that it's not a movie.
Sounds like you enjoy movies for the art form of it all.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of hard to replace.
My next thought idea that pops into my head to replace it is to actually make one myself.
That'd be a lot of movie making, for sure.
Every night.
so many movies. Although part of that could be working on the editing or even planning, like the storyboard or script or something.
It's true.
So you could actually spend your evenings working towards the movie and it coming to fruition, which, that might actually be...
Might happen, yeah.
That could be a good idea.
That's a pretty good idea. So there's a productive replacement. My plan is to not watch any movies. It's so hard. Like, well, movies.
Like none. Like not even like
TV
one night a
week. So unless this is always my stipulation. Unless there's like a party or a group getting together to watch a movie. That is okay to me. That's not different time. That's social interaction.
Because I actually barely watch movies or TV shows at all because I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I could be reading something. I could be doing something. Mm-hmm. So I have the reverse problem with you. But I will very much enjoy a movie if it's in the setting that you just said.
Yeah.
Because you're enjoying it with people. It's an activity.
Yeah.
Like granted, I'd rather do something else with a group of people, but I'm okay with a movie in that setting. So yeah, I think you're justifying that. So what you're saying is movie party every week.
Every night.
every night this week. We'll have all the fun.
There's got to be at least 3 people there.
We got 3 right now. Rachel! Movie night!
So that's my cold turkey plan.
Okay. Very good.
Just to make it crazy. I want to see what it's like between getting caught up in watching stuff and wasting time and then feeling bad about myself that I'm not getting anything done. Comparing that with the way how I'll feel at the end of a week not doing that and hopefully being more productive with my time.
Yeah.
So now, swapping it over.
I did, so I've heard that I need to do I kind of already know what and why I want caffeine.
Okay.
But I've heard that a good thing to do is, and I already have the caffeine pills for this, and a good thing to do is you buy caffeine pills. And you'll take those, and then while you're still getting your caffeine intake, you quit the sugary drinks, because that's really the hard part. And so it's really hard to quit caffeine and the sugary drinks.
Right.
As I say that if you just take the caffeine pills and quit the sugary drinks, you'll have the hard part done, then you just take less caffeine pills with time. So for this project, I wouldn't be quitting caffeine, but I would be taking the steps to quit the caffeine, which would be getting rid of the sugary drinks, which is probably the better thing to get rid of, to be honest.
The sugary drinks.
Yeah.
True.
So I already have the caffeine pills, and I tried this, but those caffeine pills are 200 milligrams. That is a lot of caffeine. That is more than one of my rock stars I drink. But
Sounds awful.
so I broke it into quarters to be 50 a pop. And the thing is that, or a little pill. I can't talk about pop in that context because it's on the talking about soda.
Yeah.
The problem is though, if you drink a can of Coke, you get the caffeine as you drink it. You pop that pill, you get that caffeine like right then,
Wow.
and it is rough. Like you immediately get that buzz in the back of your head. You haven't experienced this, but if you're like super tired and the only thing keeping you awake and up and going is the caffeine, it's like a little buzz in your head, in like the back of your head. You immediately get that, and it is rough.
That sounds overpowering.
Yeah.
So have you tried it?
Yeah, I did it for a bit. Didn't like the effect of the caffeine, and then I wanted my sugary drink, so I stopped. But this is going to be the excuse to try it again.
All right.
So I kind of already have a plan, just to get the caffeine and then quit the sugary drinks. The problem is I won't be satisfying the urge for something sweet. But I feel like if I don't feel the need for the caffeine, it should be easier to not get the sugar, Mm-hmm. So that's my plan. I'll drink if I have to have something, I think I'll try to go without the sweet drinks. I'll just stick with water.
You're just gonna go
And then if
cold turkey?
No, and then and then if I ever like really, really, really want to drink something besides water, then I'll go grab the sugar-free one.
Okay.
That we have at work.
Mm-hmm.
I have a nice cold Rockstar in the fridge too.
Question is, when do we start this officially? Because if we don't start it till like Sunday, we can watch a movie tonight.
I was going to say we should start now.
Oh, yes, we should do that. We really should. On a Friday night.
Love how we're going to do these things, but before we start,
let's do all of them.
I'll get my Rockstar, we'll come back one. It'll be perfect.
It'll be perfect.
No, my assumption was that we would start now.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So not
Till next Friday.
anymore until next Friday this time. Alrighty.
Well, it's perfect because when we're done, we can watch a movie. To celebrate.
Feel free to reach out in any way, including a phone call, if you're ever about to break down. If I don't answer the first time, call again, and I will pick up, almost no matter what I'm doing.
Anything you're doing?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Like, even if I'm on, like, a date or something, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'll be like, I'm sorry, like, I have to take this call. It's boring. Then I'll go...
Don't do it, Anna!
And I'll go in the other room, like, oh, okay, and then, what are you thinking? They're like, what's going on in there? But don't, like, end up breaking your streak because you felt bad with a phone call. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Also, likewise.
Yeah.
But we'll think on it.
Both in here. It's like the frogs in Muppets Take Manhattan or whatever it is.
It's like me in certain scenes of In the Odd Couple. I'm like,
this is really nice.
shut up!
Oscar! I haven't watched that movie in a bit. I need to.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to pit movies. We should watch that movie sometime. Actually, let's just stop the video and go watch that. Well, it's late. No.